Sigues viva. Y tu vida sin mí es el crimen perfecto.
Hello, good morning everybody. I'm Blas Rivera. Here we are, broadcasting from Santa Teresa, no Rio de Janeiro, very close to Corcovado. This is our intention of an English-speaking podcast. Its name, Y nunca más volvió, and never returned. My grandparents, Blas and Margarita, came from Majorca to Argentina before the Spanish Civil War. They were poor, very poor. They fixed in Cordoba. Why Cordoba? That's another story, but it could have been any other place in America. They worked a lot, and at the ending 50s they had already built their family. Huge, with many children, grandchildren, backyards, vineyards, shoutings around, sidewalk, more grandchildren. After 30 years in Argentina, they dreamed about going back to Majorca to re-encounter the big Spanish family that they had left behind. But they couldn't even think in affording a trip back to Europe. So one day, my grandfather Blas had this idea: to send a letter to the Spanish government telling them about their situation, that they did not want to say goodbye to life before coming back, even for a short time, to their homeland, and tell the rest, who stayed, how it had been life in America and the sort of new planet they had landed. When I say Spanish government, yeah, exactly. I'm talking about the Generalissimo Franco and all that horrible time. Anyway, beyond this horrendous fact, I still remember my grandfather sitting at the kitchen table in the night, writing with a quill those endless letters with beautiful Gothic calligraphy and, of course, black ink. He turned the light off. He had been real poor in Spain, and he did not conceive writing with electric light. He lit a candle, his bottle of ginger right in front of him, a little cap he had made himself. I still have two, a lot of paper, and this fantastic film began. When kitchen wall tiles started trembling, we already knew a long and nostalgic journey was beginning. Grandpa is writing to his people overseas. One day the postman brought the letter to the house with some colored stamps, all with Franco's pictures. It was from the Spanish government. They were sending 2 tickets, return tickets, to Don Blas and Doña Margarita, to re-encounter their beloved and the land that saw them being born. Wow! Believe it or not, that was a great shot for my grandfather. Okay, big noise within the family house to prepare the presents, goodbye party, recommendation, shouts, as always, and much crying, of course. It would be for 6 months. They traveled by a train to Buenos Aires. My grandpa was the cooking wagon chief at the railway company. They left Buenos Aires in one of those movies' great ships. First stop, Rio de Janeiro, exactly where I'm now recording these words, but this time with electric light on. They walked for a while around the harbor area, Lapa, and that's it. Now they sail straight to Santany. No ocean, no Europe, no Spain, not even Barcelona, nothing. Only Santany. Their trip was directly to their childhood, straight to the brown houses and green windows little town. Once in high seas, already 2 days sailed, we can see Blas and Margarita on the deck of the ship, enjoying some kind of romantic movements. Arms everywhere, mistaken bodies, a magic kiss, trembling floor. Think about DiCaprio and the other girl on the Titanic. What? In the middle of that confusion, hugs and loving love. Margarita's false teeth dropped down into the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, exactly that. It's not a joke. I know this sounds like comedy, but no. This was completely dramatic. You will feel this with the music. It's deeply sad. And the worst part was my grandfather, Blas the Brave. He was shouting, asking to stop the ship. He tried to walk down the stairs on the deck and jump into the ocean to get his beloved false teeth back. The guards didn't let him. He fought them. "These are my woman teeth," my grandpa shouted. But the ship didn't stop, and never did so. Blas spent the night in jail till he apologized for having beaten the guards. They sent a telegram to their relatives waiting in Majorca, telling them about the incident and begging them not to come to Barcelona cause grandmother Margarita would arrive without teeth, with her beauty very damaged. Indeed, she was beautiful and proud. Once they got in Barcelona, they spent about 2 months making a new teeth, etc. But this is another story. Now I want to come back to the ship, to the night of the incident. To that moment the music we will listen today was born. Its name, Sonrisa eterna, eternal smile. Let's imagine my grandmother's false teeth falling calmly and organizedly for some hours down to the deep Atlantic Ocean. Not even Fellini could imagine this scene. I don't know any tale or feeling, no image that recalls me so close to eternity, solitude, as much as my grandma's smile deep in the sea, forever, without watching, without gestures, only a lonely and eternal smile, many miles down the sea, dark, cold. Can you imagine that? Nuclear submarines, curious octopuses, Chinese fiber cables, naval battles, and Margarita's false teeth stays down there forever, not judging, sometimes covered by sand, sometimes reappearing, but an eternal smile, and without Margarita, already gone. No matter what religion, beliefs, or philosophy each one of us could have, tell me if you imagine anything more alone, more forever, more abandoned than Margarita's smile. So here you go, eternal smile. Muchas gracias y hasta siempre.